The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Cardinals and the Titans, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 22.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3". The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
To throw on second down, Farrell. This goes out wide for Mixon. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Mixon on the toss right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Adam Troutman there to make the grab. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 6. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Now here's Turner on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Back to throw. Turner. This is caught. And he is out of bounds here. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on 1st and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point safely through. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Flushed out right, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
And down inside the 10 at the 9.
Come on now,
A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the jets, and took it all the way.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll give it to Mixon. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Joe Mixon.
A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really getting.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hansen. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action. Turner. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Turner. He finds his man, complete. That's Hansen. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry there to make the grab. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing. When you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him, whether he's coming out of the backfield or even lining up like a receiver.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The football going back over to Arizona now. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A gain of 6 there on first.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Let's go.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Looking to throw. Farrell. Flush to his right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals have broken the tie.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why? Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play that time for the Titans. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Off the play fake. Turner. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The extra point up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Farrell. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Farrell. He's going to take another shot here. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Turner. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run. It's Henry. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Farrell. Got his open man. It's Carr. And a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
John Franklin Myers, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
2nd and 16.
Back to throw. Farrell.
Throw left side complete to Troutman.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Farrell. To Mixon on the check down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
To throw on 3rd down, Farrell. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense set to go again.
And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half.
Well, what a break here. Turnover late in this first half, and now they're set up in field goal range already.
With a chance to get more. So what you're telling your unit as they go out onto the field is very simply this. We've got 3 in our hip pocket.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Rashad Bateman
there to make the grab.
And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Blankenship out for the point after.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He's going to let it go again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the one interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. To throw again, Farrell.
Open man is the tight end, Troutman.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this one is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And the punt team on now as this one sent away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. 1 second, all that remains. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. Back to throw again.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off at the 22. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?